Hello. For this problem, it says statistics students believe that the mean score on the first statistic test is 65. The instructor thinks that the mean score is higher. She samples 10 students and obtains their score. Test grades are believed to be normally distributed. Use a significance of 5%. State the alternative hypothesis. We're testing, this teacher thinks it's higher, so we would be testing greater than. To find the mean standard error test statistic, we want to use hypothesis testing for a mean. Now in this case, well, we know the sample size is 10. Population mean, that comes from the hypothesis, which is 65. But we were not given the sample mean and standard deviation. We were given the data, so you have to find it. Remember, sample mean is average. Oops. So where sample mean is, you can put equals and type average. Double click on it and then highlight your data. I already typed the data here. So this data just came from the grades. Same thing, equals, and then we want standard deviation. It's the one with the S because it's a sample. And you want to double click it. And then you want to highlight your data. And our alpha, we wanted a 5% significance level, so 0.05. So first it asks for the mean, that's a 72.21. Now it's not asking for standard deviation, it's asking for standard error. Standard error is your standard deviation divided by the square root of n. So what we could do in this blank space here, we could put equals, click on the standard deviation, then divide by, and then there's a square root, SQRT, right here. Double click it. Our sample size was 10 because there's 10 pieces of data. 10, close a parenthesis. So there's your standard error. The t statistic is here. Now, since we're testing greater than, it is a right-tailed test. So it would be, the p-value would be this one, 0.0334. Right here. Now, looking at, so let me move it down a little. Here's our alpha, 0.05. Our p-value was 0.033. If p is less than alpha, reject. And 0.033 is less than 0.05, so we reject the null hypothesis.